Good evening to everyone. I'm Christos, and today we'll explore together how we can earn up to 5.85% on our savings. No stock markets, no investments, nothing. 5.85% guaranteed. Wait a minute, Christos, you might be saying now. Banks offer up to 3%, and that's if you deposit 100 to 200,000. Luckily for us, we now have a much better option. And believe me, it suits all wallets. Let's dive into the details together. Before we move forward, if my videos have helped you to get your finances in order and you want to start investing successfully, you can set up your investing account via the links in the description. This way, you can make sure that you're using a reliable platform and you'll be also supporting this channel directly without any expenses. Plus, don't forget to give this video a like and leave a comment. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Of course, if you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload videos. In order to be on the same page, let's get the standard disclaimer out of the way. I am not an investor or legal advisor. All opinions expressed in this video and on this channel in general are solely my own. They are meant to entertain you. Do not take investment or legal advice from a person on the internet. Always do your own research. Alright, let's start from the beginning. As I've mentioned in previous videos, we've been hearing central banks continuously raising interest rates with the aim of fighting inflation. What does this mean in simple terms? It means that money becomes more expensive, but not in the way we typically think. After all, 100 euros is still 100 euros no matter the inflation rate. What changes, making money more expensive, is the cost of borrowing. It's how much it costs us to secure liquidity, not the actual cash. Well, this cost is rising as the interest rates go up. To put it even simpler, if we take a loan of 100,000 euros at 2% interest for 1 year, then we receive liquidity of 100,000 euros today, and we need to repay 102,000 euros in a year. Very simplified. So, the liquidity of 100,000 euros cost us 2,000 euros. Now, if the interest rate rose to 5%, then the liquidity of 100,000 euros would cost us 5,000 euros. And that's how we understand what we mean when we say money becomes more expensive. Borrowing then becomes less attractive, which means less money circulates in the market, resulting in reduced consumption and consequently reduced prices and therefore inflation. Okay, it was a bit of a ride, but we got it. And we've talked about all this before, but today we have an even better option to make money. And it's crucial to remember once again why we need it. So I'll continue. Aside from the less appealing borrowing I just mentioned, there's another aspect to rising interest rates: deposit rates. You see, as money becomes more expensive, it means that if we already have money to provide as liquidity to someone else, then we'll be better compensated. When a central bank raises its interest rates like the ECB did, both loan rates and deposit rates rise in kind. Maybe not by the same percentage, but they do rise. For so long, in Greek banks, we saw lending rates climbing, meaning our loans were costing us more, while deposit rates were close to zero. Recently, after quite some time, banks began increasing deposit rates, focusing on term deposits while simultaneously offering some additional investment options. Great news! Why are you looking like that, Christos? You might ask now. Isn't it good that deposit rates are increasing? Well, it is good, but not the way it's being done here in Greece. Luckily for us, there's a better option out there. We'll look into it shortly. But first, let's take things one step at a time. The four Greek systemic banks, National, Piraeus, Eurobank, and Alpha Bank, recently announced regarding interest rates, stating, Greek depositors are now offered a range of options that combine safety and notable returns, taking into account the respective decisions of the European Central Bank and the internal policies of each bank. For instance, the yields on time deposits with a duration equal to or greater than 6 months have been on the rise over the past few months, with returns for a period of 12 months and above being above 1% depending on the bank and the amount of the time deposit. Looking briefly at all four banks, their time deposit interest rates start at 1% and can reach up to 3% under certain conditions. And what conditions? To benefit from the minimum interest rate percentage, one must deposit at least 10,000 euros and lock it in for 6 months. This way, we receive an interest of just 1.2% for the entire year. Be careful with this, as in 6 months we'll receive half that amount, which is 0.6%. On the other hand, to get the maximum interest offered by the banks, one must deposit an amount close to 200,000 euros. Yet, we are looking at a maximum of 3%. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Hey banks, are you okay? Did you once think of doing something right and yet you messed it up again? So what do we do, Christos? You might have already wondered. Well, now comes the interesting part of today's video. How would you feel if you could place your money somewhere and receive a guaranteed interest rate up to 5.85%? Well, that's exactly what the new term deposits of our beloved Freedom 24 offer. Essentially, these are long-term deposit programs that offer increased interest rates with yields reaching up to 5.85% annually for dollars and up to 3.6% for euros. Simply lock in the amount you want for 3, 6, or 12 months and receive the respective interest. And of course, the terms are much more favorable than those of the banks. The categories of Freedom 24's term deposits are divided into euros and dollars for 3, 6, and 12 months, and deposits up to 100,000 and above 100,000. Regarding euros, the interest rate starts, please, from 2.83%. Yes, even for 1,000 euros, which is the minimum amount and for which banks give you nothing, and goes up to 3.63% for deposits over 100,000 euros. But even for small amounts like the 1,000 euros we just mentioned, if we lock them for 12 months, we get 3.3%. Unimaginable for Greek standards, really. For dollar deposits now, the interest rates are even higher, starting from 4.56% and reaching up to 5.85%. For someone like me who counts both my assets and my returns in dollars because I trust it more over the span of 30, 40, 50 years, these term deposits are incredible. Of course, now the entirety of my deposits and my companies are transferred there. After all, the tax I set aside to be paid next year, I know I won't touch for at least 12 months. So why not let it earn me some extra money in the meantime? Yes, if you'd like to take your time and see all the available options, pause the video and read this table. I get all that, Christos, I hear you saying. But in practice, how do I actually deposit my money there? It's super easy. From a computer, navigate to member area, long-term money placement, select the package you want, choose the currency, deposit amount, click confirm, and that's it. Oh, and on mobile, click on the menu, non-trading order. Choose long-term placement of money, select currency and plan, click confirm, and you're all set. That's all for today. We've seen how with just 5 simple clicks, we ensure the best possible return in the market for our deposits. No stock markets, no investments, nothing. 5.85% guaranteed. And we absolutely have no reason to keep our money in the banks. As always, if my videos have helped you to get your finances in order and you want to start investing successfully, you can create your investment account through the links you will find in the description. This way you are sure that you are using a reliable platform and actively supporting this channel for free. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped, and I'll see you in the next one.